Alright, so we're out here at the C-Trail in Cedar City. We're just going to be hiking directly straight up. It's probably hard to see it in the camera, but there's like a giant C in rocks up on that mountain. So we'll just be heading directly straight up. It's about 8.2 miles on all trails, it says, and about 2,200 feet of elevation change. So this is the start of it. The sign there actually says 4.42 miles, I believe. So I actually parked at the farther away parking lot that said 0.3 miles to there. So I guess if you're parking there, it'll be a 9-mile hike. So it's pretty good. Today's pretty sunny, about 95 degrees out. So we'll see how we do. We got about 35 pound pack on, and yeah, we'll get to it. So this is located just about a minute or two east of Main Street in Cedar City. Super easy to get to, tons of parking, and I only saw one car in the lot when I got here. So I think it's rated at hard, and like moderate traffic as far as people are on here. So we're about 20 minutes into it. We got a lot of these benches along the way, which is kind of nice. And then way out in the distance, straight ahead, is where you could see the top parking lot. That's the one I parked in, the one that's right off the main road. But yeah, we'll keep pressing. So we're about 1.75 miles up, and then if you guys can see, but that's right where we're heading. So close, but not so close. Got about 2 miles to go till we get to there. Actually, I guess a little bit more than that, about 2.5. But yeah, if you guys can see out this way, right over there, that first set of orange hills, or red rock, whatever you want to call it, that's Red Hollow Trail, and that's really nice. That's a pretty easy hike too, and that's a good one to do. It's right off of 14, literally a minute or two, also just right off Main Street. But we'll get to it. And then yeah, I don't know, probably about when you get to about 7,000 feet, a little bit more, you'll notice the temperature starts dropping a bit, which feels nice. Probably feels like it goes down like 5 or 10 degrees. I know it's like super noticeable when I take my ATV up the main dirt road in the other direction. You reach a certain point where it's noticeable. It's almost like you're in the shade or something. And then yeah, at least along the way, I'd say you probably are in shade, I don't know, probably at least a quarter of the time on this trail, at least so far. and the sun's pretty much straight up right now, so it's not like you're baking in the sun the whole time. And then one more thing I figured I'd mention. I just had a couple of guys on mountain bikes go flying by, so that's just one thing to keep an eye out for. You'll hear them probably before you see them, and then kind of just scoot off the trail, give them their room to do what they need to do. But I haven't seen anybody else hiking yet. Just two bikes. So that's a little view of the town there. Yeah, and we got a little shade here, and we'll have a little shade going through this way, so it's nice. And there's plenty of spots to take breaks. There's numerous benches along the way and other shaded areas, so just stay hydrated and it'll be nice. I think today was like 95 degrees, but if you're acclimated to the area and the weather, it's no big deal. Got a little bit of cloud coverage right now, which feels awesome. Nice breeze too. Right there. Almost there. Not too much farther to go. So close. Almost there. And that's it. Made it. Just a tad under 2 hours. Took a decent amount of water breaks, stops along the way. So this is it. This is the top parking lot once you get up here. And yeah, I don't know which sign is right, because every sign seems to have a different mileage, but that one says top to bottom 4.24 miles, so 4.25. Or no, but yeah, bottom to top. And then so who knows, I guess from the bottom start of the trail it's probably about 8.5 miles to go up and down. And then if you park at that further lot like I did, they tack on another half mile. I think it's 0.3 from the far lot to the main lot. But yeah, they got some pictures here. I'll do a zoom in and include that later on. That way you guys can pause on it if you want to read what it says. And then yeah, this has like a little diagram of kind of what you can see. And yeah, I guess the farthest thing you can see is Mount Home Range, and that's 80 miles away. And then there's Indian Peak at 63, there's Frisco Peak at 62, and so on. Unfortunately, it's been a little bit hazy with the fires. You can't really see as far versus, you know, about a month ago you'd be able to see much further. And yeah, it kind of sucks. Hopefully it clears up soon, but this is it. And then if you're driving or walking or whatever, you can even, main roads right out here, and you can go a little bit further up that way, kind of where that saddle is. There's a little pull off. There's actually a couple on that road. You can get a little bit higher up and get a little bit of a better view. But yeah, it's kind of cool. So you can see, you know, the view of Cedar City, and you know, right out that way you can see Walmart, Home Depot. You can see the little lake they made out that way. There's Three Peaks shooting range is just on the other side of that. And yeah, again, you know, Red Hollow Trail and everything is down that way. You know, when you're hiking, it feels like it takes a while to get up it, but then once you look at it from here, it looks so small. But yeah, definitely an awesome hike. I'm not in amazing shape, but I'm not in bad shape either. And I don't know, I probably had 25 to 35 pounds of stuff in my backpack, just tons of water, and I just bring a bunch of other stuff to weigh it down. And yeah, I did it in, it was almost 2 hours on the dot, a little bit under. And I'm assuming the way down will probably be a little bit quicker too. But I think a lot of people said they'll do it anywhere from 4 hours to 4.5, something like that. And it's not easy, but it's not crazy hard. It's not really steep either. I just wore running shoes, and that was more than adequate. You're not going up anything that you're gonna need a lot of ankle support or whatever. And I think some people even run this. So yeah, it's nothing too crazy. But yeah, I'm not sure if I forgot to mention too, the elevation up here is 8,212 feet. And that's kind of cool. You can see they got this little neighborhood up here in the mountains just overlooking all of town. And you know, you can see Highway 15 coming up and cuts all the way through and goes up that way. All right, so there's the sea. And right in between those two trees, way down there, is my truck. So just hit about an hour, so about the halfway mark, maybe a little bit further. But getting there. Definitely a lot easier on the way down. And that's it. Made it to the bottom about an hour and 55 minutes with I don't know, probably 3 or 4 breaks for water and stuff. So yeah, nice cool trail. It's definitely gonna take up a huge chunk of your day. You know, it's nothing quick, but it's definitely something cool to check out, and real nice view at the top if you've never been up there. So yeah, that's the initial parking lot I was at when I started the video, and that one's a little bit closer. But you see way down there, well, not way down there, but where all those houses are and everything, there's a separate lot. So that's kind of where I parked, and I ended up passing somebody, I don't know, maybe a half mile back, and I'm assuming that's her car because there's nothing down at this side. So not sure which one people usually go to or whatnot. And this is kind of cool too because it crosses right over the bike path. So I mean, if you're feeling real ambitious, you could always ride your bike here and chain it up and go enjoy the trail. But yeah, all in all, it was about 4 hours for me, and then I hung out at the top for a little while too. And so if you're quick and not taking many breaks, I mean, you could do it in 3.5 or so, and then I'm sure people do it even way better if you're running or whatnot. And then yeah, if you're gonna just chill out and hang out along the way and, you know, take some more breaks or take longer breaks, hang out at the top for a while, they give it maybe 4.5, 5 hours. So yeah, it's not nothing too crazy. And yeah, nice hike, so check it out.